Welcome to the course on C programming. In this video, we will be discussing about how to extract digits from a number. So consider a number 563. So you have to get the digits 5, 6 and 3 separately. Okay. So here what happens is when you look into this, if you are going to extract 5, how can you extract 5 from this? When you divide by 100, you will be getting 5.63, right? Then that 0.63, how can you get 6 from that? That will be difficult, or you have to then multiply it with 10 to get 6 point, right? So that will become a bit complicated. Okay, so what will be the easiest way? The easiest way will be to divide these number by 10, right? So when you divide 563 by 10, what you will get? You will get 56.3. So whatever comes after this decimal, you can take it. Okay, then you take the whole number part, again divided by 10, you will get 5.6. So the decimal part you are going to take, that is extracted one. Then you take again the whole number, you divide this 5 by 10, you get 0.5. Okay, you take the decimal part. So here when you see, you can see that you are repeating the same thing. That is, you are dividing by 10, and when you divide by 10, whatever you get in the decimal place, that thing you are taking. Okay, so when you take whatever comes in the decimal place, you are getting the units place position. Okay, then again you divide by 10, you get whatever in the decimal place number, you get the tens place. Then again you divide by 10, you get whatever you get in the decimal position, you will take it, you get the hundreds place number. So you have extracted each numbers. Okay, so you can see this process is repeated, this process same. Okay, you know, need not go for different calculations for each number, right? So here you are doing the same thing, you divide by 10, whatever comes in the decimal position, you take it. Okay, so you have extracted the digits. Okay, so in computer programming, the easiest way to do this is to get the remainder. Okay, instead of taking the decimal positions value, to get the remainder. Okay, so actually what happens, what is the decimal positions value? It is actually your remainder, right? So when you get the remainder of 563 by 10, okay, you try to get the remainder of 563 by 10. What is the remainder of 563 by 10? Is 3. Okay, then you divide this 563 by 10, you get 56, right? So you do 56 by 10, you find its remainder, it is 6. Then you have 5 by 10, its remainder, you get 5. Okay, so there is an operator for finding out the remainder of a number in programming, that is called as the modulus operator, which is given by the percentage symbol. Okay, so how will you get the remainder now? You do what? 563 modulus 10, you will get 3. Okay, now what you have to do, you will have to divide it. Okay, this will only give you the remainder, it is not going to divide this number. So what you have to do, you will have to divide 563 by 10 in order to get 56. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to do 56 modulus 10. What you will get? You will get 6. Okay, then what you have to do, you will have to divide 56 by 10 to get 5. Then what you have to do, now you have to get the number 5. For that, again you will do 5 modulus 10, you get 5, and you divide 5 by 10, you get 0. Okay, that is, when you divide by 10, you are getting only the whole number values. Okay, you do not get 56.3. Okay, we will get only the whole number value for this case. Details we will see later, but imagine you will be getting only the whole number values. Okay, so when you get 563 by 10, you are getting only 56. When you are dividing 56 by 10, you will be getting only 5. Okay, When you get 5 by 10, it is 0.5, but you are going to get only the whole number portion, so you get 0. Okay, so you can see you are repeating these two things, these two statements repeatedly. And when will you have to stop? When the value of this thing becomes equal to 0, okay, you will have to stop. Okay, so when this becomes equal to 0, you are understanding that you have extracted all the digits. Okay, even though the digits are extracted in the reverse order, you have extracted all the digits when this will become equal to 0. So as you can write, the algorithm will be what? You will repeat until what? Until our number is greater than 0. Okay, so that is what, when our number is greater than 0, what you will do? You will find the remainder of the number, then divide the number by 10. So you will repeat this until the value of n is greater than 0. That is our basic algorithm for extracting the digits from a number. Okay, so this is the simplest thing to do. So you will do what? You have start, then you will read our n, then you will repeat the steps until n is greater than 0. What you will do? You will get remainder is equal to n modulus 10, and you will write n is equal to n by 10. Okay, and this remainder will contain the extracted digits. So each time you extract it, you can print rem. Okay, so and you can exit from the loop when the value of n becomes equal to 0, or when it is not greater than 0, you will exit from the loop. Okay, so this is how you extract digits from a number. Now once you extract these digits from a number, there are a number of programs that you can do using this. That is, you can reverse a number, you can check whether a number is Armstrong or not, you can check whether your number is palindrome or not. Okay, so once you extract each one, doing these simple programs are easier. Okay, so take the case of Armstrong number. What is an Armstrong number? Armstrong number is a number whose sum of cubes of each number will give you the same number. Okay, so if I have a number 121, okay, take the case of 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 cube. Okay, so I am going to check whether 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 cube is equal to 121. If these are equal, if 121 is equal to this, then it is an Armstrong number. But 121 is not equal to 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 1 cube, so it is not an Armstrong number. Okay, so how will you do that? How can you check whether a number is Armstrong or not? You have the extracted digits in remainder. Okay, so how will you rewrite this algorithm to check whether it is Armstrong or not? The simple steps. In the third step, you can write repeat steps 3.12 something until n greater than 0. What you'll have to do? Remainder is equal to n modulus 10. Then we have the extracted digits. Okay, so you can write sum is equal to sum plus remainder star remainder star remainder. Okay, and n is equal to n by 10. So before you move on to this step, you will have to initialize your sum to 0. and you have stop. Okay, so what is happening here? Each of the extracted digits will be in remainder. You will find the cube of each digit, remainder star, remainder star, remainder. You will add it with the sum. Okay, so this is sum is equal to sum plus remainder star remainder will give you the sum of cubes of each of the digits of a number. Okay, and once you have the sum, what you can do, we can check whether if sum is equal to your number. Okay, but what is the problem? You have divided your number and the number has become equal to 0, so you have lost your number. Okay, so what you have to do, you will have to save this number into some other variable before going into the loop. So you can store this number into a temporary variable, temp is equal to n. So this temp now contains the original number. Okay, now you can do what, if sum is equal to temp, you will say what your number is Armstrong, otherwise else your number is not Armstrong. Okay, so this is how you check whether a number is Armstrong or not. So once you extract the digits of a number, simple problems like reversing a number, Armstrong or not, palindrome or not, or simply like sum of digits of a number are easier to implement. Thank you.